they stay there, and they stay there.
Hello, good afternoon. Y'all
Hottie Hotline, the many faces of Faith Evans.
About y'all. How we doing? So let me just tell y'all right now, okay? Any information that I reveal about Faith Evans is information that I found from doing research, okay? I'm just letting y'all know this is my baby, okay? Ladies, please go and find her first album on Bad Boy, okay? Back when she was going through the trials and the tribulations, baby. Can I get an amen? Okay? When I tell y'all, Faith Evans' music has always gotten me through things, especially when I think I'm in love, child. Honey, she talks about the man giving her a reason to love, all kinds of stuff, okay? Don't be afraid of love, okay? When you want to know things, learn from somebody that's been through it. And this young lady here is 6 years older than me, probably 7. And I remember her from when I was in high school because I've always loved her. Even though I didn't know what I was telling the man to wait for when I got home at 17 years old, honey, I still was listening to it. But anyway, let's get started. Y'all know who this is on the screen. Let's do her justice, okay? We got to go back to the old Faith because, you know, Faith got some faces for you, okay? This is actually going to... Faith got some faces. This is really going to be the many faces of Faith, baby. The many faces of Faith Evans, because this is a hot topic. Okay? So let's start back to the old school Faith. We got to go way back, baby. Way back. Hold up. Ooh, that's a beautiful woman there, honey. Let's find out about these genes and this DNA.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It's a gorgeous woman. Okay? The many faces of Faith Evans are unforgotten diva. Who is Faith Evans? Faith Renee Evans was born June 10th, 1973. She's an American R&B singer, songwriter, and actress, and she was born in Lakeland, Florida. Florida in the house! Okay. Faith's mother was an African-American woman by the name of Helen Evans. Thank you, Miss Helen, for giving us faith. When I tell you, it's going to be so many picture changes because I love this woman. That's my girl crush right there. Okay. Her father, Richard Swain, was a musician of English and possible Italian descent. He left before Faith was born. So we already know where she get this gorgeous complexion from. And her genes, okay? So her mother was African-American and her daddy was Italian. And what was it? English and Italian. And I heard them Italians be packing. Don't tell nobody, child. I spoke to one the other day, baby. I almost melted when he started talking. I was like, what are you saying? Anyway, Faith was raised in a Christian home. Christian. Y'all know I don't be looking for this information. It find me. She's a believer. She's a believer. Because, honey, the things she been through, you got to pray your way through them. Y'all better get y'all some faith, okay? Like I said,
you need faith in your music archive.
The album and Faith from Above. Mwah! Okay. So Faith was raised in a Christian home by her mother's cousin, Johnny May, and Orville Kennedy as her grandparents. So basically, the mama let them raise Faith because she was an Italian. Later, after Faith's mother's career began to decline, she tried returning home, but Faith was afraid. She was afraid to go because that's all she knew was the people that she knew who raised her, and so she didn't know the lady. Okay. But she was used to Johnny May, so instead Faith, her mama moved next door. So her mama was a part of Faith's life. It's just that because Faith, she was, you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so now, she was, like I said before, she was born in Lakeland, Florida, and she was raised in New Jersey. However, she relocated to Los Angeles in 1991 to pursue her career as a recording artist. Thank God thank God. My life, I don't know what my life would be without Faith Evans' music. I'm so true. Like literally, she's a playlist all. I'm gonna let y'all know about that playlist. Please go listen to it. Ladies, I'm telling you, she's anything you need to know about love, she got it in that album. Okay. Faith started her career by performing as backup singer for Al B. Sure and Christopher Wallace. I ain't gonna say no Faith. Everybody got it tight. So y'all know I can't be talking about people because, some women she probably liked her a bit man. Okay. She was the label's first Faith, okay, Christopher Wallace. At age 20, she signed with Puff Daddy, a Bad Boy Records. He will not be included. The devil will not be included in this. No, I rebuke you, Puffy. I rebuke you. She was the label's first female artist in 1994. That's how she got the label of Bad Boy. Y'all see the hairstyle she rocking? Y'all remember back in the day when we used to do our hair like that? Back in the day, yeah, you know, she's a little bit older than us, so she was really bringing the style. Cause when I was in high school, baby, feel my loud. Okay. Faith finally got her chance on Biggie, her husband's single, for which she never got credited for. It's the truth, y'all. She didn't get no credit. Remember, it was her and Mary J.
Faith's first husband, the Notorious B.I.G.
She was able to release her debut album. One more, let's stay in 1995. I want to make sure I got all my facts here, y'all. Sometimes my chicken scratch is but yeah, she was able to. She released her album in 1995 called Faith. That's the one that y'all need to get and listen to. Okay, you need to listen to it. Just please don't sleep on her. If you are asleep, wake up. Wake up. Okay. It was eventually certified platinum with 1.5 million sold. Faith's appearances were as follows. She performed beside 112 on Diddy's I'll Be Missing You, first debut song to hit the Billboard Hot 100, Keep the Faith 1998, and Faithfully 2001, which peaked at the number 6 on the Billboard Hot 200. What I'm going to do, y'all, is I'm going to include Faith's discography in here, so you'll get to see at the end everything. I'll put it all in there so you'll have all of her albums in one, and you can go through there and pick up and get to know her a little bit. Really get to know who this woman is, okay? This is a real R&B singer here. And, you know, I'm telling y'all, like, honestly, she ain't paying me for this. I just love her so much. Okay. Now we got to get on to the drama. 1994 to 2001, Faith married Biggie. On August 4th, 1994, she met him on the couple got married after knowing each other for 8 days. Who y'all think locked in who? You think she locked him in or you think he locked her in? I ain't finna judge her. Because, baby, I need to learn how to dig for a little gold, too. Get me a shovel. Because I need to learn to dig for a little gold. Or you know something, I do dig for gold when I can see the pockets is deep. But, baby, if you ain't lucky, I ain't going to pretend like you do. I ain't going to take for the needy. Okay. The couple got married after knowing each other for 8 days. In an interview, Faith claimed that she was attracted to Biggie's confidence in himself. See, you can't really say probably had a lot of men coming to her, and she liked his swag, you know. And then also, her being an R&B artist, we have to understand that they walk a different type of energy or vibe. So he probably vibed with her and spoke to her on that level she's liked, and it pulled her in, you know. One day, Biggie needed a ride, and he asked Faith for a ride. Faith gave him a ride, and the couple hit it off right away. So probably should have been an Uber. However, the couple's marriage was very turbulent, y'all. Y'all know Biggie couldn't keep it in his pants, okay? Due to Biggie's love affair with Lil' Kim and Charlie Baltimore. From my understanding, honey, he kept them all. He had Charlie Baltimore. You know, Charlie Baltimore was a firecracker, too. Kim was he used to be fighting Kim. Kim was the one that probably latched onto his tail and it was tearing up the side of their head. Okay? Biggie and Faith reconciled for a little while when their son, Christopher Wallace, was conceived. We're going to a little quick insert here. In 2013,
stay tuned for EP2
about Wendy Williams that she had been involved with Biggie too. Apparently, she had did the doo-doo-doo. But anyway, and then he still wasn't doing nothing for her. But this is the end of video 1. Go and stay tuned for video 2. Faith may be 6 things long because Faith has an extensive life. Okay, stay tuned.